Oh.
Do you need me to put this thing on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be great, thank you.
Betcha.
Well, I knew I was gonna stay here, but it was just a matter of when I wanted to.
Hi, everybody. I didn't realize we're recording here. Thanks for coming. Rock Title has sponsored Geoff. He's going to
But it
talk
was
to us.
Stuart title.
Rock Title because we rock. Geoff is going to talk to us about Facebook ads. And I personally want to learn more about them because I know years ago they restricted certain advertising for housing industry for discrimination. So I want to learn more about it. So I'm happy to be here. And Geoff, if you want to take over from here.
You bet. Thank you very much. Good afternoon or morning. Wow, my biggest fan is in the room once again. Thank you for coming back. All right, so if anybody's not been with me before, you know, or actually you don't know, if you've been with me before, you know my style is conversational. Meaning I'm not going to stand up here and just read a bunch of slides and give you a bunch of information and content that you're probably not going to apply. So let's kick it off with, let me get a sense of in the room here, who's been in real estate 3 years or less? Okay, 3 to 5 years, and then 5 years or more. Okay, awesome. Who here has run Facebook ads before?
Sorry.
Or Instagram, same thing. Okay, you have. How'd it go?
Instagram's doing good.
Yeah, are you running ads right now?
Yes.
What kind of ads are you running?
Just like my posts, and sometimes it says boost posts,
Uh-huh.
and then I just run those. So.
So, do you mind if we use you as an example throughout today? All right, so I should pull up your Instagram, right? Let's just do that. What is your Instagram?
Jenny, Jennie.
Jennie.
K. Real estate.
All right, there it is. It's so smart, it found it already. Why don't I follow you too, huh? Let me make this bigger on here. So you've been boosting posts, reels or images or what?
Both.
What allows you, or what? How do you choose which to post or which to boost? I should say.
Just like my own opinion that I think that people would actually click on it.
Uh-huh.
More engaging when it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are any of these examples right here that we see?
I think I have one right now. I forgot though which one.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at view counts, which is kind of indicative of what we're going to somewhat talk about here today as well. So this is obviously a reel of a starter home you did. And let's just see here. So you got some really great views out of this. Okay, so that's cool. What I want to do is talk to a couple of people who said they've been running Facebook ads, and we're going to kind of like unpack some of these examples here in a minute, or Instagram ads as well. You said you were running ads? You too?
I haven't done it in years, but it was for a different
Oh, years?
business.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
count. Are you? Yeah.
I do Facebook, I don't do an Instagram,
Huh?
or sometimes I get hacked. It's a lot.
You got hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So, or sometimes I get too many messages that are
Yeah.
not related.
Right.
So,
So you're running Facebook ads though?
yes,
Anything running currently?
I don't have one currently.
Not currently. Okay. Have the ads paid off for you in any way that you can measure? Yeah. How do you measure that?
I've gotten a few buyers from
Cool.
there. Yeah,
Nice.
actual buyers.
So they see your ad, they DM you or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just say that I popped up and then they started following me and then they messaged me.
Okay. Do you know roughly, is there an average spend you have per ad or?
So first I kind of see, I do like the lowest,
Mhm.
to see if that even working that one.
Right.
And then if that one's doing well, then I'll do it again with a
Yeah.
higher spend.
So you start with like the lowest bid you can do
Yeah,
to a
like
certain reach and all
couple
that.
bucks a day.
Right.
And then if it does well,
Yeah, then you'll add
kinda,
more.
then I'll do more.
So you'll
Yeah,
watch
if
the
it doesn't,
metrics.
then I delete the ad.
Yeah. So you're gonna start with like the minimum bid you have. You're gonna see how that plays out, and then you'll decide to put more gas on the fire, so to speak. Okay. Who has never logged into the Facebook Ads Manager ever? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Facebook Ads Manager? You know where it is?
Facebook.
It's a good start. Do you know where to find it? Instead of asking that question, let me answer this question. What do you want to get out of your time here today?
Well, that does bring a question. I see the boost when you post a reel or something, but I know that's not necessarily necessarily a Facebook ad, is it?
Technically, yes, it is.
Cause I thought a Facebook ad, you target a demographic or a zip code or a.
Sure. So the simple difference between boosting and Facebook ads, when you actually do a full-blown ad with all the other features, customization, if you will, that you can do in the Facebook Ads Manager, is you can choose more options around that. A boost is just simply going to push that ad out to people that are similar in the audience, people that they're looking to expand your reach with the boost.
So beyond your
Uh-huh.
followings?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. I thought it was just your followings, but it put it quicker where people get it up when they open their phone.
Well, Facebook's looking to put that content in front of in front of the types of people that it thinks it's right for it to put it in front of, if that makes sense. It's looking to serve up the right content to the right person at the right time, right? And so the difference between that, just boosting the Facebook Ads Manager, which we'll probably log in and give this a shot, is there's just more selection opportunities that you can do in the Facebook Ads Manager. That you can get more specific on it in a variety of different ways. Boosting is just a quick, easy, simple button to push. I would say that the one caveat with boosting is, and you're welcome to comment on this as well, is that the cool thing about boosting is it makes it easy to expand your reach with content that's already performing for you. Does that make sense? So that's why perhaps you're watching your existing content reels or whatnot, and you're saying, oh, that's getting good views or whatever. Let me actually boost this. Is that how you're doing it? Are you boosting, by the way?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Any comments you have about boosting versus the full ads manager?
No.
No? Do you like one over the other?
I never really went into the ads manager. I've been in it, but
Okay.
yeah, I think
So-
it's just easier to just do the boost.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
That's why Facebook has it. They want to make it easy to boost.
Yeah.
And there's some old stories around how, back in the day, there's some myths about Facebook, like boosting isn't as good as running Facebook ads and all that kind of stuff. I think those ads are those myths are pretty much gone by the wayside now because Facebook's gotten so good, the algorithm and all that stuff, in terms of identifying who it is that you're trying to reach. Boosting is convenient. It's a great place to start with just try a few bucks, $5 a day, like to just get your message, your content in front of more of that right type of people. It's a very easy way to go. The only thing I'll say, the caveat to all this is, it only makes sense to do that when content is already performing well. So what do I mean by, does anybody know what I mean by performing well?
Analytics are high.
Getting likes.
Analytics are high, getting likes. Yeah, it's getting likes, engagement, views, if it's a video, right? All that stuff. So what does that mean? That means perhaps, Jenny, when you're looking at your reels, for example, and you're seeing, like if you're deciding which reel to go boost, I'm gonna guess you're gonna look at these ones that are already getting pretty decent views and you're gonna boost those. Like if it were me, I'd be looking at boosting looking at boosting a video that has 3,000 views, and I don't know if you ran an ad on this, but let's just say you didn't. The video already had 3,000 views. Well, if I'm choosing what to put money behind, it's gonna be that probably before one that got 400 or 500 views. Because what is that already indicating if it's got 3,400 views and, by the way, 85 likes? What is that saying to the...
That's great.
It's saying it's connected with people, right? They like it for whatever reason. Probably because this is what? Just a property feature again?
Yeah.
Yeah, homes with courtyards. There you go. Cool. And is this you just holding your mobile phone?
Yeah.
That's really hard, isn't it?
No.
How do you do in the words?
Just on Instagram when you make a
Oh,
reel.
they have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, because I would go on Instagram.
Great video.
It's really.
I know, very nice, I like it. Very,
Well, and what's it really showing? Like when, what is it really showing? What do people want to see?
Nice houses.
They want to see the homes. They want to see less of the agent, right? And more of the homes. Now, there's a time and a place for you to be on video and all that kind of stuff, but when you're doing a home feature tour or whatever, right, make it about the home. That's why these types of videos tend to get a lot of plays, is because people love to look at homes, right? That's one reason why Zillow's so huge.
Which platform is better for advertising, if you will, Instagram or Facebook?
Well, see, when you're setting your ad up, well, first of all, you're probably doing it all from your phone,
Yeah.
right? So she's just in the Instagram app, right? Doing it from your phone. You're taking a video, this video you recorded, and you're uploading it to you're boosting it, sorry, just to clarify. So in the app itself on the phone, you can simply boost a video that you've got. It's not necessarily which is better. That's one of the differences in running the Facebook Ads Manager, is you can post that same content to both Facebook and Instagram in the Ads Manager.
So I've heard for a long time, and it doesn't make it true, it's just something I've heard, that running ads on Facebook and Instagram are a waste of time and money. And I've heard this primarily because somebody once told me, basically, at another company, that running an ad on Facebook is no different than running an ad in the Las Vegas Review-Journal. In the aspect of, you're putting an ad out there, but you're not controlling as much as you think you are over who receives that ad. Meaning, when I put an ad in the Review-Journal, 10,000 people might look at it in the paper, but not all those people are looking for homes. And that while Facebook, in theory, is targeting ads, I've always been told it's not really doing a great job of targeting. Do you think that Facebook is much better at targeting ads now than maybe it was before, and that's no longer relevant?
Well, that's a great question. Let's jump into it here for a second, and I will answer this question with a little bit longer.
Because that's what I'd like to find out too, because it used to be very easy to target ads, and now with the whole Facebook restrictions on housing,
On everything.
it seems challenging to target. So what can we do to still target?
Right, exactly. So let's talk about that for a second. Okay, here's what you can't target on the left. Age, gender, zip code, income, exclusion targeting, meaning not these people, but these people. This is obviously just for housing, right? Housing is its own custom ad category.
Of course.
Lookalike audiences, which meant you could target the same types of people who already engage with your content. I want to target the same type of demographics of people who already engage with my content. Other people on Facebook who don't yet engage with you or don't know you, if that makes sense. And then some interests and behaviors. What you can target: country, region, state, city. You can do a pin drop within 15 miles. So that's the geographic thing. You used to be able to target all the way down to zip code and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Facebook changed that. Of course, it's just now within a 15-mile radius. You can target apartment rentals, condos, connected investor, first-time buyer. Actually, check that. First-time buyer might be a question mark now.
But when so let's say I'm posting a rental that I have. Okay, because it says you can target apartment rentals. And maybe this is just Facebook has grown and I've gotten older and stopped keeping up with technology.
Yeah.
But I wasn't aware Facebook had like a rental section necessarily, that people are going on there searching for rentals, that Facebook might know this person is looking for a rental.
Yeah.
Or is Facebook using that, sharing data from Chrome and Safari and Internet Explorer and Edge to see that somebody is looking at real estate rentals and using that data to then say, we're going to show a real estate related ad to this person? How does Facebook know? Because when I go on Facebook, I just scroll and I might see posts Heather's made or Leah, it doesn't, and I'm liking stuff. It's not necessarily I'm looking at houses or movies or news.
Yeah. Well, it knows everything you've looked at on the platform, for sure. It's got
But
all,
I can, I see Heather post a house, for example, a new listing, one of,
yeah, and if you watched her video, that's an indicator that you might be interested in that type of content. Does that make sense?
Yes, but it's not necessarily an indicator I'm in the market.
No, it's not. You got to, so what is Facebook, right? It is, there's various stages of where people are at on Facebook. For instance, you've heard of, I don't know if you've heard of this thing, we should have a whiteboard here. You've heard of top of funnel, right? Top of funnel, that's like early stage. Like, what's the average timeline somebody's thinking about buying or selling a house or changing where they rent, right? It's a long process, right? Depending on their situation. But in general, we have top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So it's a matter of what are you trying to, where are you trying to reach people? And it's a bit of, it's not, unless you're paying for leads, right? Unless you're doing like directly lead ads in Facebook, it's all about your strategy. And so that's probably a good thing for us to talk about here is strategy.
And I'm not trying to beat you up on this by any means, because I actually really am interested in it.
No, that's all good. I want to get to the specific section here where we talk about the different types of ads. Let me go back here. So we talked about special ad category. Boosted posts, another quick note on that. So obviously, as you know by now, boosted posts are promoting previously posted content. So that's the case if she has a video, she has a post or whatever, and you want to put some money behind that. Remember, if it's already performing well, it's getting engagement and views, likes, comments, whatever. You know, if you're on Facebook, you select a post from your business page. On Instagram, from your Instagram page. As this says right here, it's ideal for you to begin if you're starting out to increase your reach, because you can do it at a very low risk, very low dollar amount, and you're just about spreading a message or a piece of content that's already working, and you just want to reach more people with that.
Again, I just need to clarify,
Yeah.
the reason I've never done that is I was told it's only your people. It just puts it up on top of the list so they see it. And if it goes beyond my list, then I'm all in.
Well, I can prove to you that
Well-
that's incorrect right now. Because right
I
now,
had that
so right now,
information.
here's
You
my,
can post it
here's
to,
my
boost it to
Facebook,
different audiences.
here's my
Friends
Facebook,
of
so here's an
friends.
ad for care.com.
Yeah.
I don't like care.com, I don't know who that care.com is, but I looked at something daycare related and now this is popping up on my feed.
Well, yeah, but we don't know if that was a Facebook ad within a pin drop of 15 miles.
Well, this is a sponsored ad of some kind that.
So the better
that's
question
something that's
is,
paid.
you know what, and it's been a while since I looked at if that's still accurate, but let's just say it is. So the better question is do you want your content to reach more people who follow you?
Not necessarily.
It already is
because
reaching
I'm
them.
very
It's limited.
limited.
How do you know it's reaching people you follow you?
I'm so sorry, I don't understand.
So when you post something on Instagram, right?
It's only my family really and friends that like my stupid dog pictures and things.
Right.
And then my one for real estate, I only have maybe 20 people following that.
Right. So what I'm hearing there is that you don't have a lot of content, right?
Yeah, yes.
Right. So the first game with this, by the way, guys and gals, is if you already don't have a lot of content,
Get
don't
it.
start running ads.
Right.
Start posting content
Yeah.
for 6 months before you even consider running ads.
Got it.
Because there needs to be what's called proof of life on your pages, right? Which is, how long is this person, because one of the things Facebook looks at when it comes to serving up content to people is how relevant are you, right? Yes, you can put money behind an ad and all that kind of stuff, but it also wants to serve the best ad to the best people at the right time, right? And so if you're just like expecting to run an ad and you've been a ghost on Facebook and Instagram for 6 months and you run an ad and you're like, oh, no, you won't, right? So there's some relevancy there that goes into that as well. So, and besides that, I mean, if you're looking to build engagement and connection on social media, and even if you do run an ad, and people go to your page then, and they say you haven't posted since December of 24, right? They're gonna be like, this person's not active. I'm not gonna trust my real estate decisions as somebody who doesn't have an online presence. I hate to say it, but that's the world we live in today, right?
And my understanding too, on our business page with the Facebook algorithms,
Mhm.
really that's not showing to many people unless you're boosting that.
The Facebook, oh yeah, you're not getting any love.
So you
You're-
might see it, a couple people might see it, but for the most part, unless they've already engaged in your page,
Right.
your business page, Leah Kennedy's real estate is not relevant to your other friends. So you have to spend money and boost it, and that's why I
Right.
think so many of us just post on our personal page
Yeah.
versus our
Sure.
business page. But I believe Instagram is better for promoting it to strangers and people that we don't already know on our Facebook.
What do they
But-
charge you to boost?
It depends. You can go as low as $1 a day to, I think, maybe, I'm not sure. I think the most I spent was $5 a day.
Wow.
So you can choose, and then you can do the duration,
Right.
how long you wanna do.
Right,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because
Okay.
I'd say just start with a little.
Is it okay now to post it on your personal page and then tag yourself in the business page so you get more hits? That's what I like to do.
So that's one of the things about what we call manual ad creation in the ads manager. You have full control of where that ad shows up. You can decide to not post it on Instagram, for example, if you choose to. Not saying I recommend that. I'm just saying it gives you full control. You do need a Facebook business page to run ads. If period, on Instagram or Facebook. So do y'all have a Facebook business page?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you need that as a minimum. You've already heard everybody say posting content on your Facebook business page, you're not going to get any engagement on there unless you're actually running an ad for that. That's to promote your content. That's the way it works. On personal, it's different. Personal, that's obviously where you hope to get your engagement and build your connection and all that kind of jazz. When it comes to, if you are boosting an ad that you put on your personal page, boosting a piece of content, right? That's a simple and easy way to go to reach, because even when you post an ad on your personal stuff, it's not going to reach everybody. I'm sorry, when you do an organic post, it's not going to reach everybody. So that's one of the reasons why people boost ads, is they do, yes, reach more of the people who already follow them. But if you don't have a following, then there's no sense of boosting an ad.
So for example, I do a reel on my business page.
Right.
That's gonna have the real estate
Yep.
stuff on it that I need. And then I, what do you call it? Where you share it to my personal,
Yeah?
okay, cause then it reaches more people.
Uh-huh.
But what I like about that is cause it has all the information on
Sure.
the top. You're saying then boost it from your personal.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just boost it in, if you're talking about Facebook or whatever, and it gives, sometimes it prompts you to say, do you want to boost this post? But you can select whatever post you want to boost, yeah. And then you would boost that too, and then you'll open up and get the additional parameters of who do you want to send that ad to.
You can boost on your personal now?
Whatever piece of content you have, you can boost your ad, yes.
But can you boost a shared ad?
I don't know if you can boost a shared ad, if it's not
What
your.
I mean,
if it's-
like I posted on my business.
If it's
page,
your
and then
content.
and then I share that on my personal page.
Sharing is different than boosting. Boosting is you pay.
Right, but can I boost what I now shared
Is it yours? Did you create it?
Yeah.
on my business page?
You
But now I
created it.
But right, and
Yeah.
now I shared it on my personal page.
It's a new post.
You can boost whatever post you want to post, what you want to
So I
post.
can boost a shared post.
And that would probably make sense.
As long as you created it, yeah.
Because then I'm already reaching more people on my personal. I
Um,
don't have that many people following my
so
business.
when you're logging in to use Facebook, now again, this isn't boosting, this is the full-blown ads manager. You're gonna be given some options on what results do you want from the ad, all right? Now your user experience of this may differ if you're on a mobile versus a desktop, kind of what's the last refresh of the Facebook ads manager you have, but generally you're gonna be presented with the same questions, right? Do you wanna let Facebook select the most relevant goal based on your settings? Right, that might be a simple, easy way to get started with a few bucks, fine. But then we've got more specific outcomes here. And by the way, each of these that you choose, I should probably, let me see if I can do this. I don't know why I'm in this view here, but hold on a second, let me bring this up. Bigger screen for you. All right, let's pick up where we last left off. Where did we go? All right, a little bigger, perhaps easier to see. I'm in Canva. For most people, starting off with Facebook ads, it's going to be about creating more awareness for you, right? If you're just getting started. Versus like generating leads, et cetera, and things like that. Because Facebook has all these different types of options when you're in the Facebook Ads Manager, so you can see, right, some of these additional things you can choose when you're setting up your Facebook ad. If you're posting a video, you want to get video engagement, etc. Right? Let me just see here. I'm going to look for a couple of screenshots that might be relevant. I want to talk about this because this, I think, is the quickest, easiest place to start if you're doing something beyond boosting. Right? So once again, boosting, simple, take a piece of content that's already performing, reach more people with it, okay? If you want to, or when you're ready to go to the next level and you've already kind of exercised your muscles a little bit with boosting, you got a sense of like using different tools within Facebook, et cetera, and you want to start getting smart, if you will, right? You can do retargeting. You guys have heard of retargeting? You all experience retargeting every single day you're on the internet, by the way. right? Have you ever been shopping for something, didn't buy it, and then you see that ad showing up everywhere you go? Right, that's called retargeting, okay? So how does this work on social media, Facebook, Instagram, is that you can choose people who have engaged with your content previously, right, and retarget additional content to them. So for example, you have that listing walkthrough video or whatever, and people love the video and all that kind of stuff. Well, people are just going to watch those videos, right? Now, what if you had additional content and you wanted to build your engagement and brand awareness with those people consistently over time? How can you be sure they're going to see that ad again? Just boosting that post is not going to do it, right? It's more one-to-many, just a big, wide reach versus retargeting. Now you can go in and select specific choices, such as, I don't know if you guys can read this, but it says people who viewed at least 3 seconds of your video, 10 seconds, 25%, etc., etc. Now you can actually take that awesome video you did, which got 3,000 views, and when you post your next piece of content or future pieces of content in the Ads Manager, you can target the people who already engage with your content. Because the assumption is they're already engaging your content, there is some level of interest, right? And we know the cycle of a buyer or seller is going to be a bit of a long term, right? Most leads don't happen like that, do they? They take 3, 6, 12, 24 months, right? So that's, again, back to what I said earlier. If you're not producing content, don't even bother with ads. Because the hack to succeeding with Facebook and having it work is repurposing or retargeting the content you already have. It's like going back to your favorite restaurant. Like you go to a restaurant, you love it, right? You tend to want to go back. And you're going to tell friends about it and all that stuff. It's very similar. So think about that for you who have actually already put content out there and you've gotten good engagement with content, whether you boosted it or not. Take a look at your analytics, and if you're getting decent views, start to consider some retargeting. Okay? Any questions about that? And by the way, I will say this. This is not a class on how to jump into the Facebook Ads Manager and let's walk through step by step by step by step how to create an ad. I mean, that's an hour in and of itself, right? What I suggest you do is a couple of things. One, obviously there's YouTube, right? But two, I want to show you, have you heard of Facebook Blueprint? Would you believe that Facebook actually wants to teach you how to run ads? Shocking. But you can go to Facebook Blueprint, just Google it, and then it'll bring it up, and you just click over here, right? And they have tons of free online courses for you to actually learn how to do the thing, right? Attract an audience, build relationships, etc., etc., etc. Run ads. You can just do a search right here, right? I want to, run ads, or whatever the search is going to be. All right, so I would spend some time learning this, and of course you got YouTube and different things like that where you can go learn whatever the source is for you, but let me see if I can hop in my Ads Manager. I had it open. And I also want to talk about showing you guys, talking about looking at ads, decent ads. Here we go, Ad Library. Oh, sorry, this is the Ad Library. Hold on, let me get to Ads Manager. Okay, so I'm in my Facebook account, all right, and I'm in my Ads Manager, right? And up here in the top right is this green button that says Create a Campaign. Well, this is where I create a campaign, and these are the choices I was talking about. Trust me, from 5 years ago, Facebook has made it a lot easier for anybody to get in here and do this. It is kind of just follow the steps. So I just logged in, right? Ads Manager, I click the green button, create a campaign. That's what you're going to do, create a campaign. And what's your objective? To create awareness. And by the way, see the definition? Show your ads to more people who are more likely to remember them. Traffic, do you want to drive traffic to a website or something, to your app, right? To get your free lead magnet or something? Do you just want to get more engagement of like views and likes and responses? Are you actually looking to generate leads, right? And or sales? So I would say that for most people starting off, it's going to be awareness and engagement. Because your number one job is to build trust and awareness with people. Okay? So you would select whatever it is that you want, right? Let's just say it's awareness. And now I'm just going to go through and follow the steps. And I'm not going to go through this entire thing because, this is one of those things where you grab a coffee or a whiskey and you carve out an hour and right, start going through this yourself and getting used to it. Or if you have the budget, you can obviously outsource this and hire somebody to do it. But essentially, you're just starting, creating a campaign, new awareness campaign, special ad categories. You've got to select housing right here, okay? You must select housing because if you try and post an ad that is housing related, Facebook can temporarily close your account. They don't joke about that. Campaign awareness, right? No additional objectives. Then I hit, advantage campaign budget. I don't even know what that is because I haven't looked at it in a long time. I'm just gonna hit next. Maximum reach of ads is the goal. My Facebook business page, right, is Mortgage Marketing Institute. Dynamic creative, what that is you can allow Facebook to use its algorithm, its AI, to present different images and headlines for you if you don't want to come up with the creative and the copy and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So I'm going to just keep going through the rest of this. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it because I want to show you how it's relatively easy. So my daily budget is $5, right? There can be a daily or a lifetime. A lifetime is, let's say you want to run it for 2 weeks and there's just a lifetime budget of what you're going to be willing to spend in those 2 weeks, okay? But you set your daily budget. Let's just say it's July 17th and I want to set an end date here. I want to end this thing on the 31st. I would say you've got to give your ad at least 2 weeks to run if you really want to build some statistical significance, okay? Like you can't run an ad in 3 days and expect, oh shit, how'd it go? No, you got to give Facebook time to reach the people, right? And run the algorithm and do the thing it does using the ads manager. Boosting, not the same. Boosting is just because let's just spray it out. Let's get it out to more people. That's the goal, okay? So let's see here. Let me skip to the bottom. Blah, 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 blah. Audience. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of unique and fun. I don't have any existing audiences. Use a saved audience. I don't have any there either. Okay, so does anybody have a past client database?
Okay.
Past client database? A list of names, phone numbers, and emails? A lot of people a little bit newer. Anybody?
Not on Facebook though, it's in
Huh?
another, not on Facebook.
No, is it in Excel? A spreadsheet that you can download? Is it in a CRM?
We use CRM.
Yeah,
We use
CRM that you can
Google
export.
Form, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking is because you can upload your database to Facebook for targeting. You can also do that with your friendly title company. Anybody know a friendly title? Right? So if you're looking to reach a specific demographic of the title that the title company can pull, like out of area property owners, certain demographics or whatever the thing is like that, you've got all this amazing data. You've probably got your algorithms that's like most likely to move, hot mover stuff, whatever you call it. All that kind of data. Like if you don't have that past client database, you want to upload a farm, you can upload a farm, okay? And then what you can do is start to create content and ads around that farm with the goal being you to become the most well-known agent in that farm. Ideally, you're layering over other stuff on top of that farm, like postcards, door knocking, whatever the thing you're going to do, open houses, yeah.
Can you show us how to upload an Excel spreadsheet? Because I've never seen how to do that
Sure.
before.
Or, yeah,
Ready?
if it's the farm, let's say it's only addresses and names, you have to have emails.
We can get emails.
There you go. Custom audience.
You just have to know somebody.
Okay, so watch this. So here I am, I'm in audience, right? And see right here where it says custom audiences, it's blank. I don't have anything in there, right? See where it says create new? I select custom audience, and then it gives me my sources. Now let's just talk about these sources. Your website, these things don't apply to you. Video, lead form, forget instant experience, your Instagram account, et cetera, but see this one right here, customer list? Oh, okay. So it's wanting me to connect my business page with this whole thing, so I just have to jump through this, hit next, add to business, a little bit of an admin step there, and then in a moment, it hopefully will give me the opportunity to upload a list. So all you're doing is uploading an Excel file. Give this a second to process. Where did it leave me? Right now, Alright, well, let's see here, customer list. Okay, there it is. So I just redid that same step. And if anybody uses MailChimp, you can do MailChimp. Do I have customers in
Or
California?
download template, so copy and paste.
Yeah, there is a template, by the way, that's for formatting. So it wants certain headers in the column for the Excel spreadsheet, like, you know, name, first name, last name, etc. Whatever's going to be up there. So I definitely encourage you to use the template. I'll show you what that looks like right now so you can see it. You know, I mean, doing this is why a lot of people just go for the boost button, right? But you can't retarget with just a boost. You can't do a lot of customization. So this is what this template looks like. And this is just Facebook's kind of info in here. You don't need that with your list you import. So any field that's not relevant, right? I would delete that column, like user ID, all this kind of stuff. I mean, whatever the core information you have is, right? Name, phone, all that jazz. Which, you know, make sure it matches up the columns, zip code, city, etc. To the degree you can do that, you probably don't have or need date of birth, gender, age, all that stuff. So you would just remove those columns, or they would be blank. But then you've got to upload that to Facebook, and then Facebook will use that to put your content out in front of the people that you just uploaded. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mhm.
And then on other platforms like Instagram or maybe it's TikTok, it'll say upload like your contacts that are in your
Uh-huh.
phone. Can you do the same on?
It's the same spreadsheet.
It's the same. Okay.
In the Ads Manager, it has to be.
But can you do it just by clicking a button, like?
Well, if you're going to run ads to Instagram, you do it through Facebook Business Manager as well. They own Instagram, obviously, so when we get through and go to your selection of where you want these ads to appear, you have the option to choose Instagram or not. Yeah, as well as Marketplace.
If we do this importing of
Mhm.
contacts, if you will, which is cool, I didn't know you could do that. Does it only go after those people, or will it also target people that are not part of who you've uploaded?
Right now, when you are doing retargeting and through the parameters that you saw, depends on what you're choosing. You can do retargeting only, right? Which is going to be based on people who've already engaged with your content. That's a separate thing. This list we're uploading is just going to be you running an ad to those people. Yep.
So you would just do it twice then? You would do the list to them and then a list, or?
And then a regular ad?
Yeah, you would have different campaigns running because you have a retarget. Now what you do is this. This is where it gets a little bit like you got to stitch this together. Let's say you uploaded that list from your title company of a farm or whatever it is, and you're putting videos out in front of them. And then what you do is you do a retargeting ad as well to those people who have watched your content. Does that make sense? So first it's like, let's upload the list, let's get them to engage with, because you can't force people to watch or engage with your ad. It'll put it in front of them, but they can scroll right by, right? But if they engage with your content, what you can do is build that into Facebook, so now every person who engages with that content, show them this additional stuff. So we're building this thing over time of engagement and awareness. And I'm not saying it's simple, right? It does take some work and it's a little bit complex, and you want to get with somebody who understands it. The people are out there, but this is how to do it smart. Instead of everybody saying Facebook ads don't work, they suck, whatever. Well, that's because most people are just kicking the ball, right? You know what I mean? Let's see if this works. So this is why, Facebook, can be a huge opportunity if you're willing to put the time in. All right, so see where it says upload list, right? That's what I would do. Upload that farm list right there. And I would, here, let's see if I can find the list. I'll upload their list, why not? See if that works. Okay. Does your list include a column for customer value? No, that's not relevant. So that's like, what's the lifetime value of a customer or whatever, right? That's not relevant. No, continue with the customer list, doesn't include name my audience. Okay, watch this. Facebook, template, oops. Why is this blue button not showing? Oh, gotta check the box to accept the terms. All right. So it looks like I got green all around, because guess what? All I did was use their template. Right, so that'll tell you if you've got any columns or data that's incorrect or missing or whatever, that Facebook will tell you. You'll see like a red X or whatever it is. Okay? So import and create. Upload in progress. Now, I can create a lookalike audience. This is interesting, is you can still do a lookalike audience. I can create an ad, create another custom audience. So a lookalike audience, by the way, just to clarify what that is, it is taking that farm list, let's say, from your title company and saying, I also want to reach new people who may be interested in my brand, who are similar to that list that I uploaded. That make sense? Okay, so you're looking for like-minded people, similar demographics, whatever, all that stuff. You can just create an ad from that list you just uploaded, or you can create another custom audience to help you reach your marketing goals. So that's the example of the third option, create another custom audience, would be, is if they watch my content, I want to create a new custom audience for that people. Because the name of the game is custom audiences with Facebook, because then you get more selective with your targeting. So let's just go to create an ad with my new audience. I didn't expect to be here, but you guys are forcing me.
We're not talking much, but listen.
Right? Believe me, it's going to take some time to get through this. Okay, so now we're starting kind of at the beginning because I uploaded that specific list. Housing, yeah, all edits saved, next. And I'm a little bit rusty on this too, so. Okay, so it has conversion selected for me. Let's see this. Why did it select conversion? Well, let's just use the example that's in there for some reason, for sake of time. So I've got some options right here. Based on these options I'm given, I'm probably either gonna, send people, let's say you wanna send people to your Instagram profile, okay? Great, so that you select that option, right? You get into some budgeting stuff, daily budget, change that down to, $5 a day or whatever. Okay, set an end date. Let's just, like I said, give it 2 weeks roughly. Increase your budget during specific time periods. No. Facebook template, that's the audience that's right there. It's already uploaded. It defaults to that because of the housing category. Gender, of course, is all. Now, this is something that you can play with. And I'm just showing you all the things that are possible, by the way. I'm not saying you would do all of this in every ad situation. This gets to your question a moment ago about that ad that showed up in your feed and all that kind of stuff. So you can search interests. So interests on Facebook are, if you look at the description in the bottom right corner there, that description, it says people who have expressed interest in or like pages related to mortgage calculator, credit or lending. So there's 3 million people in that interest list. Okay? So Facebook interests, like I said, it knows other places you've visited on the platform, content you've engaged with, et cetera, and off the platform as well to a degree. So that might be relevant for you to start testing out, is you can start inputting different interests. I know Mortgage Calculator is one where I can now add, what I'm doing is I'm identifying, because if people go to Mortgage Calculator, might they possibly be interested in a mortgage, right?
Oh, right.
Yes. How about if we go to Zillow? Oh. Right now, there's 59,000 people in that category of people who've expressed interest or like pages related to Premier Agent, Zillow, and Trulia. That you could argue is real estate agents. That's what I would probably guess. Most consumers aren't looking up Premier Agent. But let's take this one. Realtor.com. Okay, that's 200,000 people who've expressed interest or like pages similar to Realtor.com. So interest is I'm building out these additional qualifiers. Instead of it's just the farm list that has a certain criteria, it's like, oh yeah, also do they have interest in this? Does that make sense? So you can still do quote unquote targeting with Facebook based on interests, not age group, zip code, income, or things like that, but interests. So this is where it gets kind of cool, and again, once again, you can't do that with boosts, right? Boosts is just spray that out there further. This is where you get a little bit more targeted and granular. Guys, is that cool? You like it? Okay, so, but you're gonna have to make that, if you're gonna do anything like this, you gotta learn the skill or hire somebody, right? Okay, so let's hit next. I got some interest, I got that. Facebook business page, gotta connect it to your business page, there we go. And now, I gotta create some creative. I can use an existing post. So this is again using our original example of you posting that video. And if I wanted to just use that existing post, I could use that post and push that out to more people, right? Or I can create a brand new ad if I want. Okay? And I got some options here in terms of adding creative, etc. I can do A/B testing, but I thought Facebook was going to give me, you can do a carousel. Add preview on.
It rotates different images or videos.
Got it.
Although you could tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're correct. Carousel is the swipe where you swipe different images.
Got it.
Go from yeah, from left to right, whatever, right? I was looking for the dynamic ad creative thing that Facebook does. This is why I say sometimes different experiences on Facebook can change a little bit. Because I'd love to see them, yeah. Maybe I overlooked the step in terms of them creating the ad. Let me go back here and see. New traffic ad set, bid control. Because Facebook usually does suggest different ad creatives for you, unless maybe it's because of the ad type I chose. But we're going to keep going. So, but obviously you can see here, like if you did upload an image or whatever, right, that's where it'd be showing up and you can preview that, okay? And then I can choose to publish it if I want, but I'm not going to. Add images, add videos, blah, 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 blah. That's where you put in like your text descriptors and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, guys, there's tons of videos in the blueprint I showed you, Facebook blueprint, and online, YouTube, etc., to find out like, all this stuff when it comes to ad creative. Okay, so anybody feel overwhelmed? A little bit? So you can start with boosting.
Just ask Wendy if you get lost.
No.
When are you running ads?
How do you sign up for Facebook? Okay.
That's good.
Maybe we can do more of a smaller workshop where we're kind of learning it together, so we can figure it out.
Because I know Justin came and that's how I originally set up my Facebook ads. And it was very, very detailed.
It is very detailed.
I'm like, oh my gosh, can we do that one more time?
Yeah, it is very detailed for sure. But once again, this is why I want to focus on the simplest place to start, which is, first of all, start doing more content. Like,
Right.
don't even friggin' come to me if you haven't been
Yeah,
posting content.
Don't even think about it.
That's your
right?
resume, right? For followers. People wanna see, like,
Yeah.
posts that you're relevant.
I've had some pretty good ideas, and I think some of them came from you, like maybe even a day in the life in Summerlin, and go out to Red Rock or go to your favorite restaurant, like maybe what a day that I plan to do something fun,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe just, a couple of those, just so people get to know me.
Yeah.
And then, obviously some content about, either
Well-
open house or new community.
And Rock Title, we have on our Rock University, we have a lot of templates that we create every month. So, and there's a lot. So you can just pull, rebrand to yourself.
Yeah, and I think this goes back to the.
So many things, right, you could post, right?
So maybe the bigger class or question is creating content. Because like the plane that's on the runway of Facebook ads, it's like you gotta load that with content before it takes off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even if they go to, like in this case, it's Jenny? Yeah, so even they go to Jenny, they see her post, her reel, and they like it and all. Here's what people are gonna do. They're gonna go back to her feed after they watch that reel. And they're gonna go, that was good content, I wanna go see what else is there. And if they go and see that there's nothing else there, they're gonna bail, right?
No, it's true, there's a gal that is from Utah, and Anthony gave me her Instagram to follow because she's amazing. And I saw one and I'm like, wow. So then I went to her reel, and now I look for hers.
Mhm.
And she's pretty dynamic.
So remember, Facebook Blueprint, okay? That's where you can learn a bunch of stuff. They have content on there that specializes in real estate itself. I don't know what CRM you use, but they have integrations to the CRMs once you get into that, right? Of wanting to maybe capture leads or whatever. The other thing I want to point out to you guys, a lot of people don't know this, is did you know you can look up Facebook ads on Facebook? Whoever's running ads, like real estate, your competition. So I was trying to do a little of this before I came over here today. I was trying to find somebody in Vegas who runs ads, runs ads, yeah. And I didn't really find anybody, and I looked at some of the agents I knew, so I pulled up Ben Kinney, who obviously is well known, like running these big teams and all that kind of jazz. But if you want to get to the Facebook ads library, I would just Google Facebook ad library, and that will take you to this page here. And then what you do is you select the category, and you go into housing, and you can type in like whatever name you want for the real estate agents. See there how it has the drop down, Ben Kinney, Southern Oregon Realtor. So what I do is I click on that, and that brings up the library of ads that he has currently running. It won't show ads that are no longer running, but it'll show ads for anybody you want, other businesses as well, right? And then what you can do is you can start to look at these ads and perhaps learn from them. So let's take this one, June 17th, okay? There's Ben, right? He's got 1,000 followers, et cetera, et cetera. But I can look at this ad and see, by the way, that's a carousel ad, okay? And you can start to see what are these other people in your market or elsewhere doing, right?
How did you get to that screen where you can search?
Anybody want to tell him? He wasn't listening.
Facebook
No, I mean Facebook.
Yeah,
Is that Facebook up even?
Nope, you go to Google and you type in Facebook ads library. You can't get to it through
And then
that
you
way.
clicked housing.
Now, notice what I did is I clicked on, there was an arrow right here, right? See bottom down here, additional assets from this ad, okay? Now, I can link over here and see that this goes right to his MLS page. I can go to other links that he put into that ad, right? And I can just like, this ad's still live, so guess what I can do? I can click it and go, God willing. Nope. Didn't think that was gonna work. That would have been nice if it did. Let me go to his page. Well, his page will just take me there. Copy ad link. Here we go. That's where it is. So I copy the ad link, open a new browser tab, put that ad link in there, and there's the ad. Right? Same thing, just another view of it.
Maybe it's the learn more where you click on it, probably takes you to his.
Well, yeah, you can jump through the funnel itself right there, but obviously we can see that this link right here. If I click on this link, let's see what it does. It's not found.
See the learn more link?
Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is it better?
it's just taken to my page. Pardon me?
I was just wondering, I saw Google, is it better to advertise on Google or Facebook?
Apples and oranges.
Okay.
With Google, it's a whole different strategy because with Google, it's usually, probably you're going to go with pay-per-click, meaning you're going to run an ad and people are going to click on it, and that's the only time you pay for it is when people click on it. Whereas this, with Facebook, you're paying for reach and exposure or different customization and things like that. So that gets down to probably a budget conversation. And also, do you remember this with ads? If you're looking to run lead ads, if you don't have the systems set up to handle leads, you're going to waste a lot of money. What do I mean by that? System to handle leads. CRM. If you actually can call these leads back quickly, right? Like you guys have all seen the studies about the time to response. Like if it isn't within the first 3 minutes or whatever, because that's why a lot of people use those ISVs and VAs and all that stuff, right? So again, this is why I kind of asked, where's everybody at maturity-wise with your content strategy, your experience so far in the real estate game, and if what I'm hearing is it's content first. get good, build the muscle of creating content, because by the way, it's free, and you need to get good at it anyways.
Can you
And then just boost once you have a good piece of content.
look on Ben's, and see if he has a current video that he's paying for? I'm just curious. to
On his
see.
ad library?
Yeah.
There you go.
If you're looking for a new home that checks all your boxes, this one might be the one.
Kinda cute.
A great red door. Check.
That's not Ben, but
Oh. I'm
I'm
like,
that's an agent. He has a huge Keller Williams team across multiple states.
Oh, gotcha. So he puts ads for all his team?
Remember how we talked about that company Place that Cora went to? Place over at Keller Williams?
I think so.
He owns the company Place.
Unless that's a different Ben Kinney.
Oh.
The Ben Kinney I know has a huge team.
Ben Kinney's in Texas.
Well, there could be more than
Oh.
One
I mean,
Ben
the
Kinney.
one that you're talking about anyway.
Hmm.
Got it. So, I just wanted to see what showed up.
Yeah, well, so that's the whole point of the ad library is you can scroll and see,
Got it.
and you can get ideas.
Yeah, I see.
Like in the case of Jenny, you're right, she's got these videos that are already performing, boosting them. Maybe you want to do, something custom audience wise, or maybe you want to do wherever that ad is, or wherever that listing is get with your farm team, right, with the title company, and run an ad around kind of that area.
That's cute. Got
Yes.
it. I mean, you could just spend all day.
So that's creative. Yeah, don't go
Checking
down the
out
rabbit
all
hole.
these.
Now, one other thing I want to
Go
give
down
you.
the rabbit hole.
One other thing I want to give you guys is if you need help coming up with copy and creative strategy, there's this thing called ChatGPT. Anybody heard of it? Okay. So what I did was I put this prompt in right here. Okay? So you're a real estate agent in Summerlin, Nevada. You want to run an ad to generate leads for people who want to sell their home. Can you help me create the copy and create creative targeting to run a Facebook ad? Now that took me 30 seconds to put in. I would suggest you do a better prompt than that and get a little bit more specific. Right? This is just me before I had to get in the car to drive over here. Literally, that's what I did. 30 seconds. Okay? And look at what it generated. It gave me the creative strategy, right? Some headlines, some descriptions, right? Ready to make a move? Let us handle the details and get you the top offer for your home. Some copy variants, 5 different copy variants, okay? Visual creative prompts for DALL-E, which if you haven't used DALL-E yet, it's the image generator in ChatGPT, which by the way, let me scroll down and show you, that's the images it generated, okay? So in less than a minute, I got that.
Okay, that's scary shit.
When that first came out though, and this was probably just maybe 2 months ago, I played around with it, because there's
Yeah.
a more expensive one to upgrade to, and it could make great pictures, but if you added words to it, it was in like a different language and the spelling was completely off. I don't know, they weren't able to merge those two together, but looking at it now, it looks
Yeah.
fine.
The words are off right there as well in Summerlin.
Oh, there you go.
And you can like try to correct that a little bit. I know it's a little bit challenging sometimes. And I'm not saying you would use that image anyways.
ChatGPT also has where you can do images through their AI.
Yeah, this is ChatGPT.
I'm sorry, Canva.
Oh, Canva, right. Yeah, so you want to select the image that's actually makes sense. You know what I mean? Now, if you're just running an ad, I mean, I don't know, this might make sense, but the point, it's not so much about the image, by the way, it's about all of this, which is headlines. This is what most people struggle with. The headline, the description, these are different copy variants, which by the way, this doesn't have to be an ad.
I was just gonna say, use that for your content.
This is just a post.
Yeah,
The only difference between a post and an ad is you put money behind it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you're doing your posts on Facebook, what I notice is it will give you options, whether you wanna fix your grammar, you wanna
Mm.
make it professional, or you
Right.
want ChatGPT to do it.
Exactly.
So, right now, it's free when I'm not sure what I'm talking about, I just, press that option and it gives me nice
Absolutely, it
options.
wants to help you write better.
Yeah.
Like all these platforms are have their AI built in.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, saves you a ton of time. Absolutely. So I guess again, the other takeaway from this is like, with your content, if you need help writing content, openers, hooks, all that kind of stuff, which is very important, then start considering ChatGPT, and even a free version will do an excellent job for you. So, I mean, look at this. This is like a script, not just a caption, but it's like a script, right, of what to say on your video. Hey, thinking about selling your home, right? Our expert team is here to help you get the best price fast. I would obviously don't make the mistake of just using the first output. You must edit the output. Otherwise, it'll be obviously it's AI, and it won't sound like you. You got to make it sound like you, like snarky, a little bit of a, right?
At least I'm memorable.
Exactly, right? And that's going to give you suggestions for joyful family with sold sign. Well, that makes sense, right? By the way, you can find those images online on stock images if they're like you don't like this image or the spelling's wrong, or hey, actually take a picture of the closing that you did, whatever the case is. Get your family to stand in front of a house with a whole sold sign, right? No one's going to know.
And I sold my daughter a home a year ago, but I'm like, I'm going to use your house again.
That's what you do. So, hey, guess what you're doing this Saturday, honey? Get in front of the house and hold this sign.
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious.
All right, so to recap here, remember your resources are the Facebook ad library if you just want to get some creative inspiration. If you want to learn more about actually running Facebook ads, it's Meta Blueprint, right? Or just Google Facebook Blueprint, now that it's called Meta. And then you can do the search for real estate and all those different types of things. Ads guide right here, right? So you can geek out and become, they actually have certifications in here as well. If anybody who's like
So
one of those.
pretty much the takeaway is start getting content. Maybe if you're getting, like, I have a reel that I'm so happy it got 150 views.
Nice.
But, maybe pick, then some to boost and then start doing ads. Is that kind of
Yeah,
thing?
you got to get your content game first.
Yeah.
Now, for anybody who already has some content or whatever, and you're looking for an easier process to run ads, I thought I'd just show you this. It's from a friend of mine. Because obviously some of the stuff I walked you guys through already is, you can see it's a little bit complex and there's a learning curve to using Facebook ads. However, my buddy Travis here has put this thing together, which is called Walled Garden, and it has an integration to all the IDXs, MLSs across the country. And the cool thing about it is I'm saying this to myself, it's dummy proof, so it's Geoff proof, right? And the cool thing about it is you just literally log in, and it's so intelligent and intuitive, the dashboard, in terms of what it is that you want to do. Here's my boy Travis right there, Travis Tom. I don't know if you guys know him. He's been around a long time in the real estate industry, educating a lot of folks. So when he showed me a demo of it a few months ago, I was like, I would use this because it does everything I need to do without having to go through all the interfaces of the Facebook Ads Manager, and it actually will help create the creative, like all that kind of jazz, et cetera, et cetera. The cool thing too is that in terms of affordability for an individual user, it's only $79 a month for single image, carousel video ads, lead gen, retargeting tools, like all the above. It's got everything you need in there. No YouTube or TikTok yet, but coming soon. But if you're just looking to do these basic things, brand awareness, right, retargeting, all that stuff, it's all in there. So if you are at that stage in your business where you are, ready and can make an investment on it, and it's just month to month, so no big deal. Maybe you want to consider that Walled Garden.
So question for you, so then
Yeah.
if I have content, I just send it to them, they put it in there, or what is?
It's DIY. You do it yourself.
Okay.
You basically get into their dashboard and you basically follow the steps and the prompts of what it is that you want to do, make your selections, similar to what we did in the Facebook Ads Manager, but this is much more better user interface and simple, right? And it'll shorten your curve, from start to finish. You'll be able to get ads out much more quickly than the hours it will take using the Facebook Ad Manager, and it will take hours.
Yeah, we just watched it.
Yeah. Right?
You just go to their website, you don't have a phone number?
No, you just go to walledgarden.com right here. Google it as well, Walled Garden. Okay, so look, I was able to get in. I guess I still have a demo account. So if I go to create ad, choose your business page. right there. My Instagram's already, I gotta reconnect it. Okay, configure lead routing, blah, 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 blah. So that's gonna route any leads to that email for me. Okay, so let's see what happens. I've not done this in a while. Build your ad. I'm gonna go over, if anybody wants to leave, you can. Housing, name your campaign, test, what's your goal? See the same thing we just went through. Lead gen, brand awareness, drive traffic. Let's just say brand awareness. Upload my media, image, pictures, whatever. Here we go. This is a reel I put out earlier today. Maybe I'll run an ad within 5 minutes here, huh? Okay, there's my reel. Add headline. Let's just do test. Call to action, button. What's the button gonna say? Learn more. That's what I like. Learn more. It's already defaulted. Link. Let's go here. Google.com. Hit next. All right. So this is the display. This is what it's going to look like based on Facebook feed, Instagram stories. You guys following this? On your way? Okay. So here's my ad duration, 10 days. Here's my budget. Here's my target area. Like if I wanted to do Summerlin. All right, got some options for Summerlin right here. 15-mile radius, page engagement. Also have the option for custom audiences there if I want it. So if I wanted to agree to those terms, right, for 10 days, that'd be $129. I could literally like run this ad right now. That was pretty damn fast.
That was much easier.
Right? I'm actually started using this. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that too as well. Walled garden as another option. Okay.
Thank you.
What was your only big takeaway?
Comment.
Content. More content.
And that you could upload lists. I like
You
that.
can upload custom audience lists, farms, all that stuff.
Yeah, that was good.
And if there's no issue with us narrowing a farm and then uploading it into Facebook with their housing restriction guidelines.
Well, that's a retargeting audience, right? So you're going to go to that specific audience of if Facebook will find those people on Facebook
Yeah,
and will send your ads to them.
okay, it just doesn't violate anything.
No, no.
Okay.
The only thing with farm lists when you upload it is that Facebook wants a sizable list, so 100 usually isn't enough, right? So the larger the list you can get, I'm not saying you need thousands, but typically it needs a sizable audience to be able to serve that ad up and to be able to get some analytics on how is that ad performing.
So I know if we upload our contacts,
Mhm.
or it'll be like people that they found on your phone, generally there's no email addresses.
Right.
But with uploading a list, it has to have email
No, it
addresses?
doesn't have to. I mean, the more data you have, the better.
Okay.
But generally, Facebook, does a decent job of finding those people because if you've got first, last name, and you have an address.
Yeah. Because
Problem.
email addresses, we can get them, but
You can
they're not
append
always
them.
available.
Well,
Where an address and phone number usually, or at
That's
least
what,
the phone
my
number.
point was, the one farm I have right now, there's probably only 20 emails out of 100
Yeah.
or so.
Right.
And you have to have emails, right?
It sounds like maybe you don't.
No, you don't have to have emails, but if you want to do a retargeting audience, you need more than 20.
No, that's why, so let's say I have a farm of 500.
Yeah.
But of those, only, 20% have emails.
No, Facebook will do what it can to find those people with the data you give it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the.
I mean,
takeaway.
if you really understand how much
Because they
information
found your
Facebook
phone.
has, like, it knows what you had for lunch.
True, they're listening.
It knows
now.
where you are right now.
Yeah, they're like,
I just know my husband
oh,
gets
they
a lot
want
of
to get
divorce
marketing
orders."
ads for Facebook. I'm gonna see it this afternoon. too.
So you can actually go to an apartment complex, get that complex address and do a farm. For first time home buyers.
You can do an ad within 15-mile radius of that apartment complex, yes.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, the data that I read from the NAR says that the average person moves 10 miles from where they live.
But technically, we could pull a farm of the apartment complex.
And then do,
Upload.
And then we could go to Heather saying, give us the farm for this
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
1,000-unit apartment complex.
and then
then
it'll
we
do
can
just-
upload
15
whatever.
miles
Think about
and
it.
that unit.
We need to-
and then you'd have content relevant to people in that criteria of renters. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be showing them $3 million listings probably, you know? Yeah.
Got it, because like there is target area, which you could have been more specific on that target
Yeah,
area.
I was just,
No, I got it, I get it. I'm
Blowing
sure
through
that
it.
he's got where you
I know
can.
for sure
What'd you say his name was?
homeowners, but I think.
Travis,
Travis.
Walled Garden.
I mean,
Roger Walled Garden.
All right,
He's the man, he's our man.
so I think we're done,
Thank you.
right, with live classes for, all right, even though I have something else